The shelter said he was unadoptable because his medical condition was too complicated.
Ay, ay, ay.
He really just looked like he only had a few months left of life. And I think he was shutting down from just being in that cage for so long. He wasn't bathing himself. He wasn't really eating much. I walked into the shelter randomly. I really wasn't thinking that I was going to end up adopting anyone. But when I saw this little cat in a cage, he just looked defeated, honestly. And he was all dirty with the black eyes around his face. I know it wasn't the shelter that wasn't taking care of him. It was himself. He had given up. And I was like, I need to take this little guy home. But the shelter was saying that he was going to be better off staying with them. From what I know, he hasn't had a very good life. His first owner lost their home, so Crusty was living in the street for about a month and ended up in the shelter. I went back for 2 weeks straight to spend a little time with him. And he was not interested in me at all. When I first started taking care of him, he was a little grouchy. He would get upset about me cleaning him, the eye drops. The first time I pet him, he seemed off, like he just didn't care. But I noticed that as I kept on showing up, he was becoming a little bit more receptive to my affection. And once he got comfortable, I was like, okay, I'm ready to take him home.
Hello.
When the shelter staff saw that I showed up every other day, they were like, okay, we can give him to this girl. My only worry was that he was going to be very timid and it was going to take him some time. I never expected him to change. I thought he was going to come home and just be in a little corner, maybe hide under the bed for a couple of days. But everything was so different than what I expected. Like, since day one, him sleeping on my chest, he was rolling all over the rug. He started getting on the counters. But on the first few days, he wouldn't drink from the water bowl that I had for him. He would only try to drink from the toilet or the dirty dishes in the sink. I'm guessing that came from the neglect of his first home. And now he'll try to get the food out of your hand. Anything he wants, he gets. And it's bad because he's turned into a very spoiled cat. I didn't know he was gonna have so much personality. From day one, he's such a funny little cat. He will find anything to be involved in. Always exploring, getting in the sink, getting in the tub. Crusty came with a few little tricks up his sleeve. He knew how to open cabinets. He knew how to get on the fridge. When he came home, we could forget about having anything nice. He's very much like Stitch. He breaks everything, throws it on the floor, unapologetic, does not care. But he's just so funny. Once you fall in love with him, you just can't get mad at anything he does.
He's been hugging me for like 30 minutes straight.
Crusty became the king of the house. And because of his past, he hated being around cats. He does not want to be touched, does not want to be looked at. So he was happy to be an only child. Until the two little babies came along. One of the local shelters asked me if I could take them in until they found a home. At first, Crusty was disgusted. He wanted nothing to do with them. Babies would just be sleeping and Crusty would just be grossed out. Staring at them like yuck. And he would hiss at them. But I know that he doesn't have teeth, so how much damage can he do? So that's why I felt like the kittens were safe around him. Crusty wasn't really mad. I think he was very jealous and wanted to claim his territory. Normally, he is a Velcro cat, but when they came, he became an even worse Velcro cat. Like, he's on my lap 24/7. He would just watch them play from afar. But I'm telling you, after maybe 3 days, he ended up joining them. It was a little difficult for Crusty to play with the kittens because he would lose his temper really quickly and wouldn't really understand the games. And I think the kittens liked the fact that Crusty has a little bit of an attitude because they think it's funny to bother him sometimes. So they'll purposely start a little fight with him and they're just having a blast. There was no boundaries in the beginning. They would want to lay on Crusty. And Crusty was just like the grumpy old man that was like, okay, fine, I'll stay here and let you lay next to me. Slowly and surely, he is now comfortable playing with them. You should see him. He runs all over the house with these cats and just like tackles them, plays with them. So once we saw that Crusty fell in love with the kittens, we decided to adopt them. And we named them Pinky and Sleepy. They're literally a little wolf pack. They just do everything together now. They sleep together. They're always in bed together. They eat together. Even though they're bigger than him, they still consider him the big brother. They always let him win in the games. Crusty still gives them the side eye every now and then, but the kittens look up to him so much. I think the kittens definitely taught Crusty to be a cat. Ever since he moved in with us, his life came back. So I really hope that Crusty's story inspires people to give the older kitties a chance. It was the best decision we ever made to get him because he has become everything in this household. We adore him. He is the king.